you come to Tiger meetings every month, and one of the discussions is about legacy. How do you think about your legacy? Do you think about it? Do you want to be remembered in a certain way? Do you want it to be understood that you did something in particular? What would that be?
I don't really think about it that. I mean, I have three great daughters, and I have seven grandchildren, and they're the legacy in many ways, and they're doing just fine. And what comes to mind is Woody Allen's great line, which is, "I don't want to become immortal through my work. I want to become immortal through not dying." so, so I mean, there's a big Wikipedia entry that I have that I call my obituary. So it kind of describes things, and it's not so bad. When I read it, I feel pretty proud, and I don't need to do more.
Can we finish up with a quick snapshot of your thoughts on philanthropy? Sometimes people say, I'm too busy, I'll do that later. Or another answer is, I'm employing 1,000 people in my business and having a very important impact on my town. I don't have to give separately for philanthropy. Do you have any thoughts on philanthropy and the role of philanthropy and how people should be thinking about it?
Well, I was brought up to believe that philanthropy is an important part of life all the time. Not specifically tithing or anything, but giving, and giving to your ability. And I've done that for a long time, and I think people should. And I also think they should be involved with some of the charities they're giving to, not all of them, but some of them, so that you can have a more focused impact. What I worry about is the people who are purely reactive. They get letters, they get friends asking them to buy a table at an event, things of that sort, and so maybe they'll give 50 or $100,000 a year doing those kind of things, but they're not having any real impact on any particular thing. So I encourage people to find something that captures their imagination as a problem that they're willing to try to help solve, and to put their philanthropy money in that. What's most difficult, and we talk about this at our Tiger Group quite a lot, is getting the kids involved in philanthropy. So I've told all my grandkids as well as my children, but my grandkids in particular, the youngest is 14, but I've 13. But I've said, you have $5,000-$10,000 a year. If you see a charity you think is important, just let me know, and you're able to give them some money. And two of the seven have taken me up on it in the last 3 years. And I don't know how to break through to them to say, isn't there some injustice you see that you think some of our money could help? But that's the tough thing, is getting them younger to really get involved in it.
Is there
So
a single philanthropic gift that you've been associated with that sort of stands above the rest, either in its impact or its leverage, or somehow touching you in a way that others haven't been able to?
Well, it's interesting because one of the smaller gifts that I've made, which is and continue to make, to the Mabel Mercer Foundation, we support the American Songbook cabaret acts around the country. We have a convention every year and so on. And that didn't take a lot of money to make a dramatic impact on, but to take an organization whose finances were a mess and which was losing, $100,000 a year, and all of a sudden turning it around and letting it thrive, encourage the arts. We have people in the schools in New York. We have a competition for high school students. We have all sorts of things that go on now. I'm very proud of that, and it's not been a very expensive one.